Greetings Internet, and welcome back for another video. This one obviously is going to be the first one of the year, if I know that, and if y'all know that, why am I saying that? Anywho, so the reason why I'm making this particular video, if it wasn't evidenced by the title down below, I might have put this in the title, I don't know at this point. I haven't made the title yet. I haven't made the dang video yet. We are in the process of getting there. Give me a minute. Okay, that's one of the problems with doing these videos just off the top of my head, off the cuff. It's just that, well, I don't know what I'm going to say. I've got like a rough framework of what's going to be said. Anyway, I'm boring you at this point. So for this video, like I was starting to talk about, and then I completely derailed myself and brought myself back, and now we're veering into the wrong lane again. My plans for this year, for the year 2023, for the channel. My personal stuff is going to stay my personal stuff because, well, y'all don't need to know every facet of my life. I just prefer, to share the things that I think you'll actually be entertained by. Although one thing I will say is I'm going to be trying to better myself health-wise. That's the most I'm going to let y'all know about when it comes to that right this second. I don't know why I just did the weird circular motions with my hands. I need to stop. Anyway. So one of the things we're going to be doing this year is, unfortunately, for at least the first 6 months of this year, so from like now till June, at the least, I'm going to be pumping the brakes hardcore and in fact stopping altogether on buying frivolous stuff. Like, if I'm doing food reviews, fine, I'm going to buy the food to review. But, I'm not going to be buying any more random old ventriloquist puppets. I'm not going to be buying any more, like, old Halloween stuff. At least for the first 6 months of the year. Because my financial situation is kind of whack. And part of the reason for that is because I keep buying silly shtick like this. I need to stop. That, and slowly but surely this house that I'm living in has been kinda sorta filling up, as it were. So I need to downsize, and part of that is going to be, letting things go and not just bringing in more junk. Because let's face it, this is my junk. And, well, a lot of us have learned recently that we've got a lot of excess junk that we don't need. Anyway, like I said, going to be stopping on that for at least until June. So I've got a couple more things coming in the mail that I ordered before New Year's Eve, because my cutoff that I gave myself was, December 31st, midnight. That was going to be that was going to be it. That was going to be the end of it until June. So what I am going to be doing with the time that I was spending, hunting through all the online shops and going to thrift stores and Goodwill and all that, I'm going to be devoting that time to doing things that were on the back burner. Projects that I've had that I wanted to make videos about that I just didn't have the time for, because the time that I had for that was being devoted to, thrift shopping and buying a bunch of junk I don't actually need. And some of those projects are actually right here on this little green shelf behind me. We got Post-Mortimer Snurd. I'm going to be bringing him back from the dead. We've got what remains of a Laurel and Hardy ventriloquist puppet that I picked up over the summer. I think it was actually last year that I picked these two up. Now my hand's in the wrong spot. Okay, that I picked these two up. And they are in rough shape. Aside from the fact that you can obviously see their heads are no longer attached to their bodies. Well, what the heck, I could wash my hands after I get done with this. Essentially, well, here, I'll show you the clothing so you can get a rough idea. These things were apparently stored in a barn. I don't know for how long. But, I want to say some mice got a hold of them. Like, here we have Hardy's overalls, or what's left of them. All the big holes in them, the rust stains, just not looking very great. Laurel's overalls are looking even worse. And yes, these are Laurel's. You can kind of tell because you can mostly make out his name. The L, for whatever reason, evaporated. Like, the only piece of the outfits for these two puppets that came out basically unscathed, this is not it, obviously, was Oliver's necktie. This is the only thing that basically came out unscathed. Their heads are kind of whack. Paint-wise, they're going to need some touching up, because look at that. It's got paint marks, got dings, got scuffs all over him. He's looking a lot better than he did when I first got him. Thank goodness for cleaning wipes. Same applies to Laurel over here. But just, you know, they're going to need a... I say, we're going to need a fair bit of work, old chap. Indeed, Hardy. Indeed. Or should I say Ollie? But I've got... Oh, and here's what remains of... I think this one was Hardy. It's what remains of his body. And there was even less of Laurel. So I'm going to be working my magic with my sewing supplies and, you know, with thread and fabric. And I'm going to be resurrecting these three, among other projects. On the same topic of working on puppets, if I can figure out a decent way to do this and actually be able to film it, there's a very hard to find Jerry Mahoney that I own that's rather hard to repair without doing damage to it. And I'm going to be trying to do a repair on him, so stay tuned. That's in the works. What else? What else? See, I've got those ideas that I want to work on. I've got stuff and things I want to do. And I want this year to be the year for this channel. I've also got, what was it I was going to say? I've got those projects that I want to work on that I've already begun working on. I put their overalls through the washer and dryer, and, well, that's about what's left of them. And they were just about that bad before I put them through. Before y'all get any weird ideas. Think. I'm losing people, I'm losing viewers because I'm sitting here going think. Again, there's going to be more food reviews. As a matter of fact, I got 2 and or 4 individual ones right over there, depending on how I want to handle one set of the food. What else? Oh yeah. There's another repair video that I'm going to be working on. So, okay, come on, get your thoughts together here. Repair videos, skits. I'm going to also be doing some skits with the ventriloquist puppets that I've been putting off because, well, because I haven't had time for it because of all the other things I was doing instead of doing these things. Basically, I'm going to start making do with what I have presently instead of, you know, going out and buying more junk and making stuff with that junk. Well, stuff like this literally sits and rots. So yeah, there's going to be more puppet videos coming this year. I'm not sure when, but I've got some ideas, you know, cooking in the old brain pan. So stay tuned for that as well. And there's going to be other skits not involved with that. We're going to also have live streams at some point. We're also going to be doing, you know, there's probably even going to be some cooking videos. Who knows? This year is full of possibility because it just started. And because of the fact that it just started, and because it's so loaded down with potential and possibilities, that I honestly am really, really excited for this year. And I hope you all are too. We've got well over 300 subscribers as of right now. As of this date right now, we have 331 subscribers. So there's 331 of y'all, although usually like between 16 and 45 of y'all actually, you know, come back and check out my new videos. Not saying anything against it. I'm just saying, you know, that's usually what happens. And just so that y'all can actually see that I am indeed on the level and telling you all the truth, I'm going to go ahead and bring up on my phone here the channel, and bada bing, right there's your proof. 331 subscribers. And that 331st subscriber actually subscribed like yesterday. So, new year, new subscribers, yeah. I don't know why I did that, and I'm sure it was kind of cringe, but that's what I do. I do cringe content on occasion, and I try to be entertaining in between all the cringe. With that said, y'all, I think I'm actually, at this point, going to just wrap this up here because I feel that I'm starting to ramble. So, on that note, I just want to thank you all so very much for coming back and watching my content. I do truly and greatly appreciate it. Come on, hands, you can make a heart shape. Come on. There. Almost. Right there. Close enough. And I will see all y'all in the next video. Later. That wasn't a very good outro. Oh well.